Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the eCast, Episode 4. We have promptly named this one Jabberin with Jedi. Another Eero original right here, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest this evening is a very close friend of mine. We met a while ago off of the wonderful app named Twitch. And let me tell you, I've met some very wonderful people through Twitch, through socials, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. This guy right here, is one of the hardest working Twitch streamers I've ever met in my life. And I hate to say that his numbers on his godforsaken channel do not reflect the amount of hard work that this man puts into his shit. I hope one day that me and this guy will be streaming to millions. As a matter of fact, I know that's going to happen. But without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Episode 4, the guest, none other than JediJoker93.
What's up? What's up?
How are you, my friend?
Man, I'm doing good, man. If I ever become a wrestler, I want you to be my Howard Finkel, bro.
Hey,
That
I'm
intro
down.
was awesome.
I'm down, bro. You know, what I mean, Howard Finkel was probably one of my favorite guys on the mic. Finkel, Heyman, and then probably JR.
Yeah, good old JR.
Yeah, man. So I know you've been extremely nervous for this.
I'm nervous as hell, but we'll get through it. We'll get through it.
Hey, man,
We're
it's
just
like I
talking,
said.
right?
It's like I said. You just gotta breathe. You just gotta breathe. We're gonna have a nice, chill hour and a half. We're gonna be getting to know you, my friend, because I thought about this the other day when I was making up our questionnaire sheet.
Yeah,
I know you, and like we've talked
yeah,
several times. I don't know a
yeah,
whole lot about you though. Like I know you're a wrestling fan. I know
yeah.
you're obviously a Star Wars and a Batman fan.
Yes, sir.
But
Well, not Batman. I don't like Batman. But
okay, you're a Joker guy,
Joker. Joker.
D,
Yeah, I killed the Batman.
a DC Comics guy.
Yeah, yeah, I gotcha.
And real quick before we get started, Red has redeemed everybody hydrate in chat. I don't typically talk to chat during the stream, but we're just getting started, and this is going to be a long one. So,
All right,
cheers.
let's go.
Detective Comics, indeed. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, for my listeners out there, this podcast is going to be live in video form over on YouTube. Say hello to YouTube, everybody. And add to that, we're also going to be live on Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. So make sure you go follow everything, ! eCast in chat if you want links to the eCast exclusive link tree. But without any further ado, Jedi, my friend, are you ready?
Oh,
Alrighty, my brother. So you know how this works. I got some questions. This is much more of like a, an interview type of style because I really want the people to get to know just who the hell you are. And I guess that is my very first question. Just who the hell are you, my friend?
who the hell is the Jedi Joker? Well, um, I battle myself with how personal I want to get with this podcast here, but I'm not afraid to tell you guys. You guys are like my family. My IRL name is Josh. Josh, aka Jedi Joker. Um, Gamer at heart. I've been gaming since I'm like 4 years old. Um, love gaming. Love watching wrestling. Love playing games. Uh, I just like to make people happy. I'm a joker. I'm a trickster. Play practical jokes on my friends. um, whether it be dark comedy or just like whipped cream pies in their face when they're sleeping. It's funny as hell. But I live with my brother. Uh, Unfortunately, my mom passed away when I was 11, so him and I have been like us against the world since then. So that's basically a rundown of my life.
Fair enough, man. Well, uh, obviously, terribly sorry about your mother.
It's all good.
First and foremost. But you are a warrior, my friend. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
And I am like I'm honored to have you on this podcast. Honestly.
It's an honor to be here, man.
So and like I haven't told anyone else this except for of course Brackle. Um, when I was beginning the comeback for this podcast, I had envisioned a set list of about I want to say 7 people that I knew I wanted as a guest on here before I even got to episode 10. And that was even if I got to episode 10 because let's face it, burnout is a very easy thing in our industry. And that's not going to happen, by the way. I'm loving all of this. I have loved every single episode of this so far, and this has just been this variation of this podcast has been absolutely amazing. Um, obviously, Geek, obviously Orion. I'd be remiss to say anything less about the FTI guys, but you were definitely up there, right there with them. Now, I'm not going to say who the other few are within that collective 7, but well, 6 or 7 roughly.
One of them the Foundation by chance?
What's that?
Is one of them the Foundation? One of
You
the 7.
got it right, bro. Episode 5, we got Dwayne Johnson,
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen.
let's go.
Oh shit! Could you imagine? Oh man, but Jedi, bro, how long exactly have you been streaming?
Been streaming for about, I want to say, over a little less than 4 years. Um, but I started really getting into it, like setting my mind to this is what I want to do when Mixer died. Like I started to get a little bit of growth on Mixer. I actually met Wizard on Mixer, and I was one of his top supporters over there. But when once Mixer died, I jumped over on Twitch, and then that's when I really started getting the hang of things and started to stream as like a not like a full time thing because I have a job, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I had no idea you were on Mixer.
yeah. I like I said, I wasn't. I probably maybe only had like 68 followers over there,
Hmm.
not even.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
it wasn't.
I was never once on Mixer, and like Geek and I have talked about
Yeah,
Mixer 1,000 times. I was never once on Mixer, and I regret it. Obviously, not a whole lot considering it's not really around anymore.
yeah,
Can I get an F in chat for for Mixer? But that's crazy though. A little
yeah,
less than 4 years.
yeah. A little less than 4 years.
The way
I
you,
uh I dabbed into YouTubing a little bit, but
mhm.
nothing major.
For sure, for sure. It's just it's crazy because the way that you interact with your chat and everything, it just you're so comfortable with it. It just like have you like been on camera a lot in your life, or you just
No, like see, that's the thing. Like I've always been a shy person. Like even in school, I would never want to like get up in front of the class and read a report or nothing. Like I was always shy. Um, being in front of a camera scares the shit out of me, if I'm being totally honest with you.
for sure? Well, it just you have such an enigma about yourself. You're entertaining as hell, to be quite frank. Um, it's like I said, like, and I don't mean to keep bringing it up, but the amount of effort that you put into it, like your numbers do not reflect to that, and it's heartbreaking because
Yeah,
like you deserve so much more, honestly. And we're
I'm
gonna get
trying
you
my
there.
best.
We're gonna get you there. But what exactly got you into streaming?
Uh, like I said, my love for like gaming, and I figured, if I can enjoy playing the game, I know there's others that enjoy watching me play the game. Like raging in Call of Duty. Well, like Call of Duty was one of my biggest games I used to play, like when I first started, and I thought it was funny watching other people get pissed off at the game. So I figured people would be laughing at my expense just as much,
Right.
and I wanted to share that with everybody. Um, I'm a people person. I always put people first before myself. Um, so I figured what better way to do that than to communicate with everybody and while doing something I love, which is gaming, you know?
For sure, man. For sure. So, and I asked Geek this only because he was so prominent on Mixer before coming over to Twitch and YouTube and all that. But if there was one thing from Mixer that you could bring over to Twitch, what would that be and why?
I actually have two, and I've said this multiple times. Co-streaming and gifs. When you can send gifs in chat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, those are my two favorite things about Mixer.
What do you think was the like? I'm sure. To be honest, I don't know the exact reason. If I'm being completely honest, but like,
Yeah.
what do you think the reason was why Mixer tanked? Do you think it was the competition from Twitch?
I think so. Like it's hard to say because um I don't really want to bring his name up, but there's a certain big time streamer that says if he stayed on Mixer, they would have never tanked. And I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I have an idea.
Yeah. So it's hard to say, man. It really is.
It's funny. Doc was talking
Yeah.
about. You know we couldn't get it through the stream without talking about
Yeah.
Doc at least
Yeah.
once.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
it was funny. He was talking about Mixer in a stream of his probably a week, 2 weeks ago, and he was saying that if he would have signed the what he called multi-billion-dollar contract to go to Mixer, it would have never crashed in the first place. Which I mean,
Yeah.
you can take that for whichever way you want to. Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, it is Doc. Obviously, his character is a little crazy
We all
sometimes.
know how Doc is, but
Yeah,
there are certain aspects of truth to it.
yeah. It's I don't know. It's interesting, but I never once saw the layout of Mixer. I never tuned into a stream on Mixer, and I regret it because maybe Eero could have kept Mixer going. Well, I guess we'll never know.
Yeah. Honestly, when I first switched over, Twitch Twitch scared me. Like there was so much in depth with Twitch that wasn't on Mixer,
Hmm.
and I had to learn like a whole new system. And um, like I said, I give props to Wizard WC in chat. He's helped me out getting started um with setting up Streamlabs and all that. So I give majority of my success to him for helping me out. You know.
Definitely. No, definitely. Shouts out over to Wizard WC. I see you in chat. Also, speaking of chat, Artie the Gamer hitting us with a resub at
Yeah.
4 months, currently on a 3 month streak. Artie, I see you. I appreciate you. How you doing? Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, exclamation mark Jedi Joker in chat. Get this man, there we go. This man's link tree and go follow him on everything. Which way? Which way? Uh, so you said that you've been gaming pretty much your entire life, but when it comes to streaming, let's say, like, did you have any kind of an inspiration?
As far as inspirations, no. Like, um, obviously, I watch other streamers and I take a little bit from each streamer and try to incorporate it into my own style. Um, obviously, Doc. I've been watching a lot of Tim the Tatman lately.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys actually are my biggest inspiration. You, Geek, Etta, King, the whole crew. You guys are like the biggest inspiration to me. Wizard, like like I said, I take everything that you guys have taught me without realizing that you teach me it, and I try to incorporate it into my own streams.
Yeah. I appreciate those kind of words, my friend. Um. So you said that you had like a small, like very small section on YouTube in your what we'll call streaming career. Um, like, did you? How many videos did you upload? I don't know if I've ever. I
I
apologize. I
think
don't know
I've
if I've ever
only
looked at your.
uploaded like maybe two videos, I
Yeah.
think. Um, I've had two YouTube channels. One of them I did. I don't know if you remember, a long time ago there was a Geico pothole commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like a dub over of that, which I thought was pretty funny. Um, and I unfortunately I don't remember the login to that account, but um, and then I did a video of when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. I did like a little hype package for that. So,
Oh, okay, okay.
actually, no, I apologize. I had four videos because I streamed the what was it? Mortal Kombat. Yeah, it was Mortal Kombat 11. I streamed the story mode for that, and then I uploaded the alternate ending. So I had a total of four videos on that account.
That Eagles package didn't get taken down by the NFL.
No, it didn't. It was just pictures with
Oh, okay.
it was just picture slideshow with some music added to it.
Oh, okay, okay. I was gonna say
Yeah,
because like I know the NFL, just like Disney and all them, they are super anal about like anybody taking their footage for anything.
yeah.
So, but well, you kind of already answered this with the previous question, but I'll go ahead and ask it anyway. Um, what exactly inspires Jedi Joker to keep going?
Um, like I said, just like being there for like people around me, you know. Like I mentioned before, um, my mom was a big part of my life, you know. She inspires me. Her memory inspires me to keep going. Um, the majority of my friends that I talk to are on Twitch. Like I have like maybe five real life friends that I talk to on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
But the majority of the people I do talk to are are on some sort of social media or gaming platform. So if I didn't do this, like I wouldn't really have friends, if you know what I mean. Like,
Oh yeah. No, I completely understand. Um, there's a handful of people from one of my past lives that I still somewhat speak to. Excuse me, and I mean I see all the people I go to Target almost every day, and I speak with them, but I mean I don't know if I would say that we're friends. So I completely understand what you mean. Uh, if it wasn't for Twitch or Instagram or Twitter or any of that social networking, we probably wouldn't talk to a whole lot of people. So, trust me, I completely understand. Um, so this next one is kind of that question. You know what I mean? It's a very difficult question to answer because like obviously we all do the like within variation we all do the same thing. We're all streaming, we're all content creating, we're all making something at the end of the day to either make somebody laugh or to make somebody feel better or to just be entertaining. Regardless of whichever way you want to put it. That's why we're doing this at the end of the day. But I guess what sets you apart from other streamers slash content creators slash blah blah blah?
um, to be honest with you, I haven't figured that out yet. Is that shitty to say? Like, I haven't found my true identity yet. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I
I'd
don't
say
know
so.
if I don't know if I'm making too much sense with saying that, but um, I'm still learning. Um, I guess to answer your question is just like if I'm in the middle of something and somebody comes in my chat with a problem, I will pause the game. I don't care if I die. I don't care if I lose the game. Whatever. If I'm playing in tournaments, whatever. All right, let's talk. What's going on? And I don't see a lot of streamers doing that.
For sure.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought my headset cut out.
Oh, you're good.
Uh,
You're good. I can hear you.
but yeah. I guess like I put other people first if I'm answering your question. Uh,
I mean, that is important in this day and age.
yeah, yeah,
to to not only make that kind of I'm gonna call it a safe haven, even though it's not exactly. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
To make that safe space that somebody can always know that they can go to and be like, I'm okay here. I can be myself, because in this day and age, people don't get the opportunity to really be themselves anymore, and it's not cool, man. And I feel that I do something similar with the dojo. I always like to let everybody know, come on in, feel free to be yourself. I mean, shit, take your shoes off, chill out. You know what I mean? So having that safe place to go to is definitely needed in this day and age. Um, but when you were sitting there saying that you haven't really found your true self yet, I guess that it brings up an interesting point, and I kind of battled with myself a little bit to ask this question, but I figured, F it, you know what I mean?
Let's
Obviously,
go ahead, man.
DMCA is very heavy in our business,
Yeah.
and Twitch is very good about making sure that they keep everything upheld. Um, like for example, I changed my logo because it had Iron Man in it, and not that I'm anywhere near Disney's radar yet, but one
I'm
day.
actually nervous about them saying something about my logo
Well,
at
I
some
was
point.
I was gonna say, have you ever considered any kind of a rebrand? Because I don't exactly think that if you are to get to Tim the Tatman numbers, I don't exactly think that Jedi Joker is gonna exactly fly with Twitch's DMCA team. So, have you ever considered a rebrand?
I did look into it, and the name JediJoker93 is actually not copyrighted or trademarked at all. Um, and as far as the logo, I that's a custom logo I made on one of the Call of Duty emblem creators. So, um, yeah, obviously it's Joker and Yoda, but uh, as far as a rebrand, like I've thought about doing that, but then again, if I change what I am, people are gonna get to know Jedi Joker, and I'll be changed to like I don't know, Bumblefuck Jedi or something.
For sure, for
I
sure.
feel like why spend so much effort and hard work into get people getting to know Jedi Joker only to have it changed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I completely understand. Trust me, that was kind of my exact mindset when I did the rebrand to Eero, going from Big Guy Gaming,
Yeah.
because I had been the big guy game, whatever you want to call it, for so long. I didn't exactly know if the rebrand was the correct move.
This is
Um,
actually, believe it or not, Jedi Joker is actually my third name I had in my gaming career.
oh, really?
Yeah. I started with Lil J, Lil J. Um, and then my second name when the 360 first came out was Static, spelled with like sevens and fours, and that was a jumbled mess.
Right.
And then we moved. I got rid of my Xbox Live for a while, and then I'm like, you know what? I was watching Star Wars. I'm like, I'm gonna be the Jedi Joker because that name sounds like it's badass.
I would agree. I would agree. Now, if we are to stick with that for your entire career, which let's say that nobody does have an issue with it, which I hope nobody ever does, because going through
Yeah,
a rebrand can sometimes be kind of scary, because you're not exactly sure what's going to happen, if the people are going to come back. Like, well, who's
yeah.
this? Who's this guy? Space Clown. I've never heard of him before. What happened to Jedi Joker? But I
Yeah.
guess, what are some of your long term goals from uh, well, I messed that up. What are some of your long term goals that you have for the Jedi Joker brand?
Honestly, a long-term goal would. I know it's kind of effed up to say because I don't, like I said, I don't stream about for numbers, but I'd like to get on the level of like Doc or Timmy or Lupo or one of them guys. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
I doubt I'll ever get that far, but it's a high possibility if I bust my ass, put the work in.
well,
Uh,
I mean, not with that attitude, brother. You get
I
there.
mean, yeah, but I'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
Just I'm not expecting it to happen overnight. You know what I mean?
No, no, and
Um,
nobody ever should.
but yeah, God forbid if I ever do have to switch it up, I'm sure I'll find something. You know, and then I'll just have to start from the bottom and work my way up again.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kanye or or no, that was Drake. I'm sorry, that was terrible.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
I mean, hey, I'm right there with you, bro.
Yeah.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but we met through Jack the Lion, right?
No, we did not.
No?
No, we actually met. Um, I don't know if you remember being on a Chaotic Night podcast.
I sure do.
Yeah. I don't know if that was your own one and only appearance on that podcast, but
I think
um,
we did 2 episodes. I don't really remember.
it was one of the episodes where he had you doing all the impressions.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um, and I remember it like it was yesterday. I was playing Destroy All Humans, watching Chaotic Night. Like I always have a stream playing at some point in my day. So I'm watching Chaotic Night. I hear this guy. I'm like, I'm not looking at stream. I'm like, wait, is that fucking Seth Rogen? Hold on a minute. So I look over,
God
and
damn it.
you guys were just shooting the shit, and I'm like, all right, this guy seems like he's funny as hell. He sounds like Seth Rogen, which is awesome. So I paused my game. I didn't kill all the cows that I needed to, which was shitty. But um, and ever since that, I followed you and been in your chat ever since.
Fair
And that was
enough.
what, like almost 2 years ago?
Probably, yeah, because,
Yeah.
oh boy. I don't even remember, to be honest, I don't remember the last time I even spoke to Chaotic Knight.
Actually, hold on.
We had spoke a while ago because I wanted him to be on, oh, not even a year.
Wow. 10 months. Seems like longer, man.
It does. It does. But I wanted him to be on episode 1 of this revised podcast that I did,
Yeah.
and he just kind of fell out of nowhere, and he's
I don't
now
even know what his alternate ego is, to be honest with you.
it's Spirit something, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure. But you know what? Hell, man. I'm not gonna lie. I partially thought we met off of Jack, which I mean,
Jack off of your channel because you rated him at one point.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. I did an RGR for Jack, didn't I?
Yeah. Yep. He was
I forgot.
playing. He wasn't probably Rust still. Uh,
Variety streamer.
variety Rust.
Goodness
Yeah.
gracious. So, obviously, I don't mess with it a whole lot much anymore. But I knew from the get go that I wasn't going to really be able to. And Brackle even said something about this earlier. I knew that we weren't going to be able to get through this podcast without really talking about wrestling. But
I expected it.
I am genuinely curious, especially since I'm keeping you from AEW tonight. Which apologies.
We got DBRs for a reason.
I am curious. What would you say is like? Oh, let's go top 5 favorite matches of all time.
Top 5 matches of all time. Well, I grew up a Rock fan. Um, I grew up a Rock fan, so I'd have to say number one in my opinion would be WrestleMania 18, Icon versus Icon, The
Classic.
Rock versus Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Classic.
That'd be number one. The rest of them, I probably don't have any specific order for that, but
Mm-hmm.
Taker and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25 is up there. Um, uh, Probably the ladder match with Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels.
Another classic.
Um, that's three. Uh, the first Wyatt family versus the Shield match
Oh yeah.
was fantastic because, like I said, I live with my brother and we watch wrestling every week. He was a Wyatt fan. I was a Roman Reigns fan and the Shield. He actually looks like Bray Wyatt back when he was in the Wyatt family. Um, but yeah, he was a Wyatt fan. I was a Roman fan. We have actually had bets who's going to win, and that whole feud that they had was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Um, so all of their matches, and it's hard to pick a fifth one. Um, probably Cena versus The Rock.
Oh, Mania.
Yeah, the Mania
Okay.
match.
Okay.
Because I grew up with The Rock, like I said, and I'm a big Cena fan. So it's like, who do you choose in that situation?
Right. Right. Right.
So, and there's just so many more matches that I'm not even naming, but those are my top five.
You said Taker Shawn at 25.
Yeah,
All right, good, because that was one of my favorites too. That was such a good match.
yeah.
And
That's
just
probably number two next to after Rock and Hogan.
right. And I mean, just like the entrances in that match alone, Shawn coming from the heavens, Taker coming from hell, like that entire match was just so spot on in every single direction.
You know,
Um,
now that you bring that up, I never actually thought about that. They did do that whole heaven and hell thing, didn't they?
oh yeah, yeah, because
I didn't even notice that.
I
Goddamn.
mean, Shawn had all white on, while of course
That's
Taker's
right.
always in all
That's right.
black. Yeah, no, they put so many
Oh,
little twists on all of that it was fantastic. Um, how long you been watching wrestling? Honestly,
Uh, shit. I'm 28 now. I've been watching since I'm 2 years old. About
so
26 years,
I say
maybe
so
even
so
before that.
pretty much your entire life.
Yeah, I probably was watching wrestling in my mom's stomach. You know, had a little TV there, some popcorn.
For sure. You remember your first match?
My first match. Shit. What was my first match?
I'll say I know it's hard to remember. It took me a while to remember mine.
I remember my first Mania was Taker Giant Gonzalez.
Oh, what was that? 8?
Eight. Yeah, that was eight. Um, I don't remember exactly what first match I've seen was. It's been so long.
Fair enough. I'll say my first one. I think it was SummerSlam '92. I might have the year wrong. It was the Road Warriors against the Nasty Boys for the tag titles,
Yeah, yeah,
and
that was '92.
that was when the Road Warriors came out on the motorcycles with
Yep.
Paul. What was it? Paul Irving,
Paul. Yeah.
Elring, Irving,
Paul
something like
Ellering.
that.
Yeah, Paul
Yeah,
Ellering.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, and they had like plushies on the front of their bikes for some fucking reason. I think they were like,
Yeah, they used to give them out to the kids sitting
yeah.
at ringside.
But
Yeah,
no, I
those are the
remember.
good days of wrestling, man.
Yeah, for sure. I miss the Road Warriors, man. They were oof, they were good. But no, when I stepped into the security role at my the wrestling promotion I work security for, I was trying very heavily to remember because we all had a conversation about that at one of the dinners that we went to. We're like, "What was your first match? What was the match that got you into wrestling?" And it's like I had to really think about it, but I finally remembered. So
I don't really remember like none of the WCW guys, but Sting was always intriguing to me, you know.
hmm hmm
Um, and like if I had to pick WCW versus like WWE, it would be like Sting versus Undertaker in a heartbeat, you know. Um, that was a match that I would love to see, but unfortunately it never happened.
right, and they're definitely both too old now.
Yeah, I mean, dude, if you watch AEW, Sting does some crazy shit, man.
Yeah.
He jumped off of I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. He went into the crowd. Him and Darby Allin's a fucking nutcase. Excuse my language, but um
You're good, man.
um he's jumping off of like ladders into tables, and this guy is 60 something years old and he's doing that stuff still. It's crazy.
I was gonna say he's got to be what, pushing 70 at this point.
No, he's I think he's early 60s. I don't know off the top of my head, but
Hey Siri,
Uh-huh.
how old is the wrestler Sting?
Sting is 63 years old.
Nice. Okay. I say I figured he was going to be older, which short little cameo there from my girl Siri. Thank you for that information. But well, talking about things that are crazy, you know what else is crazy, Jedi? Maw energy. That's what's crazy. Did you like that dramatic pause?
that was great.
Maw energy, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, now you do know. Hey, my boy also rocking it. There we go, baby. Delicious flavor. What'd you say? Go ahead.
I said Jungle Bear is probably the best one for me.
Oh man, this Arctic Owl is my shit. Let me tell you, I've been drinking the hell out of it.
That'll give me a can of that.
Delicious flavor, powder that dissolves instantly the second it touches water. You can see it right there. There are 101 reasons why you should give Maw a chance, and just take it from me, ladies and gentlemen. This shit it tastes great. It's got zero sugar, no drawback from any of the other kind of energy places that you could go to, ladies and gentlemen, or any of the other ones that you can get out of the market. Which that reminds me, I got to tell you something here in a minute, Jedi. It's super funny. But the best part is that you can try Maw for the price of shipping by using my affiliate link and get yourself a 60 scoop tub of Maw energy today. But also make sure you use code MAW10 in checkout to save yourself off 10% off of the entire order. Make sure you go get yourself some Maw energy. Be a beast. Make sure you grab Arctic Owl. It is honestly the best flavor I've ever had. Rip Harambe is super good. I know Red really enjoys that one as well. I see Red in chat. But make sure you use my affiliate link, !MAW. Jedi already did it in chat. And for my listeners on Spotify, Google, and Apple, it will be somewhere in the description of the video or of the episode. So make sure you go down, click that link, go get yourself some My Energy. I promise you will not regret it. And here's that $1 million shot, Ma. Here you go, baby. Yeah. Which Jedi can also say.
Arctic Owl, I think, is sold out again.
Is it sold out again?
I am looking at it, and I do not see Arctic Owl.
That's crazy. Yeah, man, like it's a good flavor. Yes, Ali, I can definitely give you a oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, another flawless ad read done by yours truly. Ladies and gentlemen,
Do you write these down, or you just go off the top of the head with these promos and the intros and the ads? And
so okay, the ad read I have typed up because
Okay.
I wanted to make sure I had the wording right. Because like they gave me like when I first got with Maw, they gave me like a little thing to like read. Sometimes they're like, hey, so stay within these parameters, but like these are what we really want you to go by. But honestly, you can take it as far as you want. So I kind of like took that, I put my own little twist on it and whatever. I also have another ad read that I haven't even used yet for erogear.com, ! Merch in chat. My boy Jedi over here can definitely show you some of that. Which actually, I'm wearing some. I'm actually wearing some geeksgear.store right here, but we'll talk about that
There you
another
go.
time.
And get yourself a nice little Eero pin there.
Yeah, baby. $8 hit me up in the DMs. I appreciate you, Jedi. But the intros off the top of my head, 100%. I was told in high school that I had a voice for radio and I could just come up with shit off the top of my head.
I can see it.
So yeah, man. I don't know. It just kind of comes to me, honestly. So, and yes, uh, I don't know how exactly I would do a Jedi impression. Red, I do not know. Jedi, why don't you say a couple things for me? And I'll just move my mouth when you talk.
Welcome to the eCast. This is Jedi Joker and your boy Eero TTV.
There you go. There's your
The
impression, Red.
delay of the delay of the stream makes it so much funny.
Oh man. All right. Well, why don't we get down to the brass tacks, and let's get down to mine and everyone else's favorite part of the stream.
Oh, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this segment that I love to do, I call this the Eero's Top 5. These are 5 not so easy, not so quick questions that prove that you are indeed an actual human being and not some crazy synthetic robot made by Cybernet, Industries. Unless you are, which, if you are, cool, man, but you're going to fail at my first question, I promise you that much.
I think at times I am a T800 sometimes.
I mean, shit, bro. Which I still need to get that little, like, it's time for Eero's Top 5, and then I need to get some, like, Ben-in-it, Eero's Top 5. I need to get something. But, without any further ado, Jedi, my friend, what's your favorite ice cream?
Ice cream. I was gonna troll you and say mint chocolate chip, but I know that's not gonna happen because, actually, believe it or not, Ben and Jerry's black cherry ice cream.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever had it.
I don't think I have, actually.
It's like a black cherry flavored ice cream, and it has like halves of the cherry in it. It's just so freaking good. I could eat tubs of it without thinking twice. Cherry Garcia, thank you, Red.
Oh, Cherry Garcia. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Red. Um, that's I could eat that without stopping.
Fair enough. No, it's funny to me because like to hear someone else ever say anything besides mint chocolate chip is hysterical to me because when I did this podcast originally, there was a running joke. First question of the top 5 has always been, "What's your favorite ice cream?" Because that's a legitimate question. You could really base you could really base an opinion off of somebody by knowing their favorite ice cream. It's like if let's say like you're going on a date with whoever you want to go on a date with, and they're like, "Oh, my favorite ice cream's pistachio." Like, get the fuck out of here.
Pistachio hate. Hold on.
Okay, butterscotch? I don't know.
Listen. You add peanut butter to anything, it's immediately 20 times better.
I mean, I ain't gonna disagree with that. But
Pistachio ice cream with peanut butter in it? Hell yeah. Sign me up.
I mean, it's funny. We were actually at the grocery store earlier, and I was looking at what the hell was it? It was like chocolate, cherry, and pistachio. Like it was kind of like Neapolitan, but
That sounds amazing.
what Brackle? Called Spoloni, apparently. Spumoni. I'm fucking up the name, I think, but yeah. Gimme, Red says gimme. Yo, Miss Tree Girl, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. That's me and this black cherry sorbet I get. There we go. But it was always really funny having that running count of how many people said mint chocolate chip, which don't get it twisted. Eero fucks with some mint chocolate chip, but that ain't.
I was
gonna
say just to troll you, if I'm being totally honest.
I think I would have marked out pretty hard for that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So next up, a two for one special. Two for one special from the Jedi. I need to know, and this you could do either or. I don't really care. And I mean, as far as like, keep in mind with any of these, like, give me your top favorite. Like, you can give me anything, bro. Top 5, top 10, top 20. I don't really care. But I need to know, and the chat needs to know, along with the listeners, what your favorite video game is right now, and what your favorite video game is of all time.
Oh, this is tough. All right. Right now I'd have to say Fortnite.
Fair enough.
is my favorite game right now. I know it's embarrassing to say that's one of my favorite games, but um that Halo Infinite, um I know you said give you one, but I have two. Fuck, wait, hold on. I might take that back. Hold on. No, Dead by Daylight. I'd have to swap Fortnite for Dead by Daylight.
Okay.
Um, because that game is just so much fun. Um, my favorite game of all time,
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to say the Halo series,
Okay.
the entire Halo series, because there's a sentimental reason for that. Um, again, I mentioned my mom passed away when I was 11. Halo 2 was the last game she purchased for me before she passed away.
Gotcha.
So Halo is always going to be my tried and true, you know?
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, that's a very sweet reason, man.
Yeah.
So would you say Halo 2 is definitely your favorite out of the series because of that, or
Yeah. Yeah.
fair enough? I don't remember if I know I've played all of the Halo, well, at least up to Halo 3 in my
Yeah.
lifetime, but like which one was it where he drop kicked the big ass bomb out of space? Was that one?
That was
Because I don't
shit. I think
remember.
that was I think that was 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Because he was moving the bomb, and the guy's like,
Yeah.
"Chief, what are you doing?" I'm like, gonna give the whatever the alien, the Covenant, I think it was, gonna give the Covenant back their bomb, and then he just drop kicks it out of
Oh,
space.
no, that was one. That was one.
Was it one?
That was one. Yeah.
Crazy.
That was great.
All right. So going over from games to my other favorite thing in the world, movies. Um, and this
I
one
was
I
going
know.
with this.
Yeah, yeah. And no one ever looks forward to these questions, man. Hey, I never said these were easy. All right.
Yeah.
I never once said these were easy. Um, and again, if you want to give me one, you want to give me five, you want to give me 20, I don't give a damn. But I need to know. The chat needs to know. The listeners need to know. What's your favorite movie or movies?
Right. So, as you all know, I just recently got caught up with the Marvel movies
Yes, sir.
within the last year. So, um, they're up there, but they're not in the top. If I had to guess my favorite, there's a couple. I'm gonna start with one that I've seen thousands of times. Titanic. Don't judge me. I love that movie.
Okay.
Um, I've seen Titanic countless times. Anything Disney, like anything animated, I freaking mark out over. Lion King being my top in that category. Fucking love Lion King. Um, and then obviously all the Star Wars movies. Um, yeah, and then Dark Knight for
Of
Batman.
course. Of course.
Dark Knight. Although the newest one with Joaquin Phoenix, it kind of has Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix in the top two for me.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I say you know my opinion on the Joker, obviously. But I will say Joaquin did a good job.
he did a damn good job.
But
Surprised the hell out of me.
for sure, surprised the hell of a lot of people. I assume. But I gotta ask, what is it about the Titanic, man?
I I I don't know, man. It's just like Le- I'm a big Leo DiCaprio guy, so um, there's just that movie, and James Cameron is a hell of a director.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and something about that whole historic event um, really captured my attention, like with it sinking and um, the whole story behind everything, like how many people died, how many people escaped on the lifeboats. Like, believe it or not, I can tell you damn near everybody's name that was on the ship. That's how in depth I am with studying that. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's just something that I've always been interested in. I wrote papers in school about it. Uh, yeah, it's intriguing to me.
Yeah, definitely. There you go, man. You know, I don't remember. I couldn't tell you what the name of the game was. There was an old point and click mystery game on the. I had it on my dad's old PC. If it tells you anything, this was Windows XP. Um, I'm trying to think. It was an old mystery point and click game, and it was about the Titanic. And you would go
Was it the one
through.
where you had to like to find the like a scavenger hunt type thing?
I think so, yeah. And like you went
Yeah,
mist, red. You're saying mist.
yeah, I think that's what it was.
I don't know. It, like if someone showed me gameplay from it, I'd be immediately be able to be like, that's it. But it like
Yeah,
the recording of it was so weird because they used actual pictures of the people from the movie, and like the
yeah,
way they spoke was like they'd be sitting there, it'd be one face and they'd be like bouncing up and down, and then they'd switch to another face and bouncing up and down to say another sentence, and like
yeah.
it was a really fun and interesting game. It was hard as shit though. I never beat
Yeah,
it. I would
yeah, it was.
to be honest, I would actually I'd probably find that game on Steam and actually play it again. I'm actually gonna look that up later. Have to find that one
I'll be
for you,
down for watching that.
right? But I mean, fair enough, bro. Fair enough. I also just want to say really quick for the chat, if you guys have any questions you want to ask Mr. Jedi Joker over here, go ahead and start lining those up. Because after with the completion of the top five, we are going to be opening up the Q&A session of the podcast. Just an FYI. But let me go ahead and hit you with what I have been told is the hardest question that I ask on this podcast, my friend. Now, I don't have a link for the chat for this because I have not added them to the actual playlist yet. But
And paste the thing I have here.
yeah, I say, Mr. Jedi, if you want to go ahead and give us your playlist top 10 Jedi Joker favorite songs, go right ahead, my friend.
Alright, so this is a weird one, guys, but um, top 10.
Oh,
Starting
right there.
off with number 10. Um, being a wrestling fan, Nickelback's "Burn It to the Ground" was probably the best Monday Night Raw intro in the last 20 years, I'd say. Um, just hearing that and then getting hyped over it. I know it's Nickelback and not a lot of people care for Nickelback, but I do. So, eh, Nickelback is awesome in my book. Um, so "Burn It to the Ground," number 10. Um, "Man in the Mirror" by Michael Jackson, great
Mm,
song.
classic.
Regardless of how people think of Michael Jackson, that man has done so much for the musical industry. It's crazy. Um, so much inspiration for people today in music. Um, "Many Men" by 50 Cent comes in at number 8. Uh, grew up a 50 Cent fan and Eminem, big Eminem fan. Um, "Bohemian Rhapsody" by Queen, classic. Who doesn't love Bohemian Rhapsody?
Mm.
Um, number 6, "Dear Mama" by Tupac. I think I've already discussed on why that why that song hits so close to home for me.
Yes, sir.
Um, number 5. This is where I might get judged a little bit, but
Nah,
um,
I
"I
disagree.
Want It That Way" by the Backstreet Boys. Probably one of the best songs to just fuck around and sing when you're by yourself.
That's a banger, bro. I don't care what anybody says. It's a banger.
That song is awesome. I don't care what anybody says. Tell me what. Anyway, um, I lost my list here. Hold on a second. Enter Sandman by Metallica.
Mm.
like Orion, I'm a big Metallica fan. Um, Enter Sandman is probably my favorite song from them. Um, I like to go out to karaoke, and that's like my go-to song when I go out to karaoke.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh, Enter Sandman, yeah.
There you go.
Lose Yourself by Eminem, number three, because Eminem is the GOAT. Don't argue with me. He just is. Um, Lose Yourself is probably his best song to date. Uh, Number two, I had to put this one at number two because it was my mom's favorite song of all time. Red Red Wine by UB40 and Bob Marley. I don't know if you ever heard that song, but it's amazing.
I say I'm not familiar with that one, but I will definitely be
You
listening to it later.
you gotta give that song a listen to, bro. It's amazing.
Definitely.
And number one, my all-time favorite song, Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up. I've gained so many friendships with this song, with trolling people and giving out my phone number only for it to be the Rickroll hotline. Um, who just doesn't love
Oh
that
man.
song? And it's got billion, like over a billion views on YouTube right now, and it's crazy.
Right.
Like that song is goated. Um, I actually had the QR code to the song as a profile picture on Xbox for a while, just so I could troll other people so they scan it and get Rickrolled. It's
That's
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah, Red knows the number. There it is, Red. Red knows the number. Um, but yeah, that's my top 10. And there's a there's a couple honorable mentions that didn't make the list, like anything Eminem. Um, like I said, I'm Queen guy, big Queen guy. Um, Metallica, Nickelback, Michael Jackson. It's just like everybody that I've named, I'm big fans of. I just had to pick one song for the top 10, and
Absolutely.
it
Absolutely.
it was tough to do. It was really tough to do. I think
This-
that's the hardest test I've ever taken ever.
I say that's what I always hear. It's what I heard from Geek, Orion, everybody, man. Like top 10 is incredibly difficult,
I
and
mean, Matthias gave you 11, but we'll let that go.
he sure did. He sure did. But it's Matthias. He's always got to be extra. Love you,
Yeah,
Matthias.
Matthias. Cool. Which, by the way, chat and people listening, this playlist will be. You can find this playlist on the Discord and or not Geek. I'm sorry, Eero has it. If you have time to kill, give it a listen. I work 12-hour shifts and I have this playlist on repeat. It's amazing.
Yep, and it will be. Let me go ahead and get the link for it. It will be added into the eCast exclusive playlist on Spotify. So let's see. Here we go. And so, I mean, at any point, if y'all want to give this a listen to, it is like right now it's got what 50 tracks.
50.
It's about to jump up another 10 from your boy Jedi Joker right here. There you go. Just put it in chat for my listeners on all of these platforms. It'll be somewhere down in the description of the episode. But let me tell you, this playlist goes from top to bottom. You don't know what you're going to get into next, especially with this man's 10 about to hit this list. Let me tell you guys.
It's a weird array of different types of music, man.
Well, I mean, it goes like Geek went so many different directions with it.
Yeah.
He did some rap, he did some sad, he did some sappy, he did some like hard rock, and then you go to Orion, which Orion is a lot of heavy metal, like a lot of Metallica.
Yeah.
I mean, his last three are all three Metallica, and then you go into Matthias and Entity, and then they have a lot of differences in theirs.
Yeah.
I mean, Entity goes
I was
from. Go ahead.
I was gonna throw a couple country songs in there because I know there's a couple country songs that I rock out to.
I mean, hey,
But I think I'm happy with my 10.
yeah, man, that's a solid ass top 10. That is a multi-platinum top 10 right there. To be quite honest with you, my friend. So I know you were saying one of your biggest things about this was hopefully people don't give you any judgment. And bro, if anybody judges you for that top 10, you send them my way. I'm gonna kick them in the shin because that's a killer top 10. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
But all right, with all that out of the way, I got one last question for the top 5 for you, and this one, as always, I'm gonna mute for, and you're gonna have the stage. Jedi, it's a crazy world out there right now, especially with everything that's been going on. I'm not going to get into any of it.
Yeah. It's not.
It's a crazy world. Everything is topsy turvy, going on each other's heads. Um, if you had one thing to say for the world to listen to, what would that one thing be? And the floor is yours, my friend.
No matter what you go through in life, know you're not alone. Um, take some time out. Call your mom. Call your dad. Tell them you love them. They're your parents. You only get two. I have zero. I know what it's like to not live with parents, and it sucks. Um, before you know it, they're not going to be around, you know? So just take that into consideration. Tell them you love them. Tell your family you love them. Not even just your parents. Go if you have brothers, if you have sisters, aunts, uncles, whatever. Go up to them. Tell them you love them. Tell them thank you for everything you've done for them. Um, like Hiro said, it's a crazy world, and you never know when things are going to be over for a loved one. You know, um, it sucks. It's just take time, take each day by day, live each day like it's your last, because you're not guaranteed tomorrow. So that's pretty much it. I don't want to get emotional here, but um, yeah, don't take anything for granted.
Very well said, my friend. Very well said. When I restarted this entire thing, I knew that obviously, like, we just all got out of a pandemic. We're like, questionably, we're still in the pandemic. Um, and I knew that there's so much negativity in the world that a little bit of positivity would go miles in people's eyes, and I wanted that positivity because like I can spout to the world. I do 3 days a week how much positivity means to the world, but to be able to hear it from somebody else's mouth is just always reassuring. Um, that's just kind of like where my brain is at with some of this stuff, which um, I don't know, man. It's like I said, it's a crazy ass world out there, and we all just got to stick together, and we'll get through this insane time. So,
Like I said, you're not alone with anything. You know how to find each other. You know,
absolutely,
DMs, Twitter is a thing. You know.
yeah, definitely. But in that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to end the top 5. That is another successful Eros top 5 segment. Chat, if you want to go ahead and start rolling out the questions for the Q&A session, now would be the time. Mishore,
I have a
Jedi.
couple questions for you, Eero.
Oh,
Actually,
you
if I
got
can.
questions for me? Okay.
Yeah, I thoughts on Robert Pattinson as Batman.
Oh, okay, okay. Listen, man. Let me just come out and say this right out of the gate. My favorite Batman has been, and for right now, probably will remain to be Christian Bale.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely.
but let's see. Let's see. If I could be honest with you, though, I always viewed the Batman character to be two different characters because obviously, like, you have to play Batman, but you also have to play Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
And now I will say Christian Bale did not play a good Bruce Wayne. I don't think so anyway. Some people may disagree with me, but I will say, and this is also I'm probably going to get disagreed with. I thought George Clooney played the best, Bruce Wayne.
I'm gonna not say anything about
The
that.
man had a Batman credit card, bro. How didn't he play it?
Adam West had a Batman logo on his tooth.
He sure did. He sure did. But my thoughts on Robert Pattinson, bro, I got to be honest. When I heard he got casted, I wanted no part of it because I was like, nah, dude, like this is not going to be good. And
I was in that same boat.
yeah. And then I saw the trailer. The trailer looked super good. I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And you know, I was wrong, man. He nailed it out of the park. And Brackle will tell you she was excited for it the second she heard of it. She loves DC way more than Marvel. What's that?
I'm assuming Miss Brackle's a Twilight fan.
Hey Brackle, would you consider yourself a Twilight fan?
Yeah, I was. I went to the theaters and saw like midnight showings.
Yeah, she did. She is.
But I am not Team Edward or Team Jacob because fuck both of them. I'm Team Jasper.
Did we hear any of that?
Yeah, I heard it.
For my listeners, in case you didn't hear what she said, she is a Twilight fan. However, she's not. Mom, me too. She's not Team Edward or Team Jacob. She's Team Jasper.
Yeah. I don't know the movies like that to understand that.
What was the name of the big dude?
Emmett.
Emmett was my boy. All right.
I thought Twilight would have been a wonderful book series if you killed Edward and Bella in the first book.
Jesus. Fair enough. But we're getting horrifically sidetracked here. Yeah. To answer your question, yes, I thought Pattinson did rather well as Batman.
Yeah. He did good. I'm excited for part 2 because of Riddler's friend, and I'm not saying anything more than that.
Okay, so like obviously they made it look well. No, I can't even say it. Never mind. I know what you mean, and I am also excited, but I also have my own opinion about it because I think that it may not be who we think it may be. And Geek actually brought up a good point.
I guess only time will tell, huh?
That's true. That's very true. But so Wizard WC actually brought up the first question for you here. How many pops we looking at now?
How many pops in total? Shit, exact number I'm not 100%, but I know it's over 300.
Over 300.
Over 300, and I only have like 40 on display.
Good God, man.
Yeah.
I thought I had a lot.
Yeah, I only have so many on display because my room is so big, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Do you think
about
they'll...
300.
300, that's crazy. I thought I had a lot when I was, pushing a little over 100.
Yeah.
Jesus. Do you think they'll cram all the Batmans together like what they did with Spider-Man?
You know, that's a good question. As a fan of the series, I personally wouldn't like to see it because some of the Batmans are older.
For sure.
Well, instead of doing that, here's what I think should happen. We should get a Batman Who Laughs movie. And we should get a movie to where Batman becomes the villain. Like how Joker says in The Killing Joke.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one bad day can drive somebody to go insane. Have that become a thing. Alternate reality. Batman becomes the villain. Joker becomes a hero. I think that would be pretty interesting.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, so like I don't know if this is technically spoiler territory or not. I mean, if you saw the trailer, you would know. But the Flash movie that has now been pushed, not coming out until potentially 2020, the end of 2023. Michael Keaton is coming back to play Batman in that movie.
Really?
Yes, which if you look at the trailer, you can clearly see hit the Batmobile from the original Batman is in there.
He was probably my favorite Batman if I think about it.
You know, it's
He,
crazy. We actually just because after we got done watching the Batman, we went back and we watched all the Dark Knights, and for whatever reason, we did it in reverse order. No idea why,
Yeah.
but we did. Uh, and then we went and we watched the OG Batman, and then Batman Returns. We haven't watched Forever or Batman and Robin, but I think that's only because Brackle hates those movies.
No. Brackle loves those movies.
Oh, you love those movies now.
I hate
that was,
you
that was
quoting
my problem.
Arnold
That was my
there.
problem with this one. Is I was used to Jim Carrey in Batman Forever. Was
Yeah.
that Batman Forever?
Yes.
I was used to Jim Carrey in Batman Forever, and then we got the Riddler in this movie, and I didn't really care for how they made him look. Without saying too much of a spoiler,
I
I
mean,
didn't really care for it.
fair enough, man. I thought he looked refreshing.
Great character as an actor. Great character.
Because I guess when your only other variant of that character is as a lunatic like Jim Carrey, and he's wearing
Yeah.
green and black spandex.
Yeah.
You can only go either crazier or a little bit more realistic, and I feel like he kind of did well, personally.
Yeah. I just
Which, and I wouldn't think saying anything about his costume would be spoiler territory, because like you can go to the store and you can buy an action figure of the Riddler with his costume.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like I don't see the Riddler as a mask wearing guy. I'm just gonna say it. Sorry if it's a spoiler, but I don't see the Riddler wearing a mask. Sorry.
hey, it was definitely a different take, and like I can
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
But as far as like a Spider-Man what was it? No Way Home?
No Way
Yeah.
Home, yeah.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
I have yet to see, by the way.
Seriously? God damn. As as far as that's coming out next month, I think.
It's been spoiled so many times I practically know the movie anyway.
Fair enough at this point. Well, and when the trailer starts showing for it, you're going to see everything anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's the big spoiler for you. But as far as like a Spider-Man No Way Home, but it's Batman style, like I don't think that'll ever happen, because
Yeah, I
like let's face the brutal truth right out of the gate. Adam West is dead.
yeah, that's never gonna
Um,
happen.
And at that point, you've got to put who? Michael Keaton, George Clooney, Val Kilmer, Christian Bale, and now Robert Pattinson on the screen together. And that's not even if you don't want to get
Yeah. I forget
who voiced him in the animated show.
I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Feck, I can't think of it either.
Val Kilmer wouldn't be able to.
Val Kilmer would not be able to.
No, his health isn't great.
Oh, so Val Kilmer's not got good health, so that's going to take that out of the potential too. And I'm sorry, you've also got to put Ben Affleck in there. How did I forget
Yeah.
Ben?
Well, I mean, everybody forgets Ben Affleck.
That's true. That's very true.
Ben Affleck as Batman is like the Jared Leto of Joker.
So true. Truer words have never been said.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a question here from Mr. Alex. What are some of your favorite pops that you got, Mr. Joker?
Favorite pops that I've got. Let's look here, because I got all my top ones on display, and I apologize for not looking into the camera. I have a. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? I have an Undertaker glow in the dark, which is pretty decent. I have a Batman. It's like a white Batman with like Joker paint drawn on it.
Oh, yeah.
I have a dual pack of the Adam West and Cesar Romero, Batman and the Joker in their swimming outfits and with surfboards.
Oh, my God.
And if anybody wants any of these pictures, I can send them to them, no problem.
You feel free to post them up in the toy room whenever you
Yeah.
want, bro.
I just got some. I went to GameStop last week and I got deceased Joker and Batman. They're like zombified, which is pretty cool. Um, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different Jokers. Um, Sweet Tooth from the hell's that game? Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. I got a nice little collection.
Sounds like it, man. Goddamn.
Yeah, I have Michael Jordan in his North Carolina warm-up outfit.
I still never found you that Larry Bird, did I?
No.
I have not had a single Larry Bird come in. I had a couple Magic Johnsons.
Yeah. Yeah, nice little collection.
For sure, for sure. Red wants to know if you have the Ghostface pop.
I do not.
See, that was
I don't have
expensive.
I don't have any horror villains. The most expensive pop I've seen was remember the bank heist scene in Dark Knight?
Oh yeah.
That Joker with that mask and the bag is going for like $800 on Amazon right now.
He sure is. I've
crazy.
got two behind me that are worth $200 each.
That's crazy.
One's a Boba Fett, the other one's Stain from My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
But all right, chat. Do we have any other questions that we want to ask Mr. Jedi Joker over here? If not, we will commence with episode 4 of the eCast. I'll give you all a second to answer. Ha!
I did see one wizard said, "Who's your favorite streamer?" Dr. Disrespect. No, no. I love all you guys. You guys are all my favorites. I don't pick favorites.
Oh, fuck you both, man. Dr. Disrespect's got my vote. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever get his
yes.
book?
I don't have it physical. I have it audio version.
Oh, that's right. Who does he narrate it?
Yes.
That's amazing.
If you have Audible and if you have Amazon Prime, I'll get you a link, audibletrial.com. Get yourself that book. It's only like 4.5 hours long. The most entertaining 4.5 hours you'll ever listen to.
Oh my lord! I need to start taking that book to work and reading it when I'm on break. Oh,
It's great.
We do have. Go ahead.
Actually, a friend of mine just gifted me the John Moxley autobiography. I've yet to open the page of that, but I'm looking forward to it.
John Moxley has an autobiography. Okay.
Yeah, he wrote a book.
I'm trying to think. We just started selling. Who was it? Drew McIntyre's. Over at Target, he's on the cover and he's looking all smug and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna read that. No offense.
I didn't even know he wrote the book, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I imagine he didn't actually write it. I imagine he had someone else write it for him. But it's like,
Yeah.
I was like, bro, you're not like, I'm sorry, you're no Hulk Hogan, you're no John Cena. Like, I can't imagine your life has been that crazy. But I could be wrong. I could be horrifically wrong. Maybe he's been through crazy shit over in Glasgow or whatever.
I mean, he did get fired and came back.
That's true. That's very true. Mr. Eddie over here wants to know, what do you do to motivate yourself to be better?
I'm always striving to learn from mistakes. Like, if I see something wrong in my stream, like, I'm a big VOD guy. Like, I watch VODs religiously. And if I see something that I don't care for, I take that into a mental note and try to be better. Like I said earlier in the podcast, I take notes from you, geek, everybody that I watch. Even like if I miss a live stream because I'm at work or whatever, I'll watch the VOD the next day. Take notes on what you guys are doing to help my streams become better. When it comes to gaming, learn from your mistakes. Okay, he killed me here. Well, I can go somewhere else to where he won't kill me as much. You know what I mean? Something along them lines. But
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. But all right, if there are no further questions, I'm gonna go ahead. I think we're gonna go ahead and cut it for the ECAS, ladies and gentlemen. Don't the notification just what? Don't the notification? Fuck! Don't mind the notification just setting up before you get done. Oh, gotcha. Yes, and for my chat, Red is doing a premiere of the brand new Scream movie over in the Scarlet Theater over on the Ero Dojo Discord, !Discord in chat if you want to go see that. Yeah, for sure. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for my guest of the evening, Mr. Jedi Joker. I know, obviously, !Jedi Joker will get you his link tree, but is there anything you want to promote really quick, my friend?
yes, actually, if you click that link tree and head on over to the merch section, I recently just got a new T-shirt design, and dogs are gamers too. It's a picture of my Yorkie playing Call of Duty. She has a headset on. It's quite adorable. Um, and if you're interested in any Jedi Joker stickers, DM me. Let me know.
I got mine right here.
I have yours hanging on my my sticker collage, which is close to being full.
Here we go.
Yeah. So get yourself some Ero gear, get yourself some Arkham Empire gear, and yeah.
Well, Mr. Jedi, I very do much appreciate you hanging out with me for
I
this.
appreciate you having me, man.
Yeah, man. Of course, it was a great time as always. But for my listeners and everybody in chat, everybody in the VOD over on YouTube, I appreciate you all so very much for hopping out on this wonderful edition of the ECAST episode 4, Jabberin with Jedi. And ladies and gentlemen, make sure you keep your eyes open on socials, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. I'm probably on it. And be first to hear the first thing about episode 5 coming your way very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zero. Once again, thank you for tuning into the ECAST, and we will see you in the next one.